They're gonna way to go.
Absolutely.
But we don't have a long way to go until we get to BJ's best because it's right here, baby. Time.
It starts right now.
BJ.
Well, Drew, you know, I'm not one that keeps up with pop culture most of the time, but I saw something over the weekend that was truly surprising, and I really was like, how did that even occur? How did that happen? Drew, you know who Travis Kelce is, right?
Yes.
So you know where I'm going with this. I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, swiftly.
I was gonna say it's there's some up and coming singer, I guess, is trying to make her mark
Up
on the
and
world.
coming. Oh man,
I don't know.
that's a phrase to use for Taylor Swift.
I hadn't heard anything about her until all of a sudden she started dating the starting tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl
Travis
champion. I
done
mean,
put Taylor Swift on the map. You heard it here first from Mr. PJ.
yes, you did. I mean, it's like we're in a bad high school rom dram or something. The pretty girl gets the big stud football player, and everybody loses their minds or something, right? All tongue
Yeah.
in cheek, of course. Obviously, Taylor Swift has, umpty record-setting performances with her Eras tour that has been going on for a good majority of the year. Has sold out however many, pretty much every venue that she's done, adding shows left and right, and taking it across the globe. Releasing a movie here in a couple weeks about the tour itself. She's really caught on to something, and there's all of her fans that support her have come about and taking helped Travis Kelce's following, and to a lesser extent Jason Kelce's social following because of their podcast they do
Oh
together.
yeah.
And it was funny to see the two of them talk about that recently when that episode dropped. But I was like, heard the rumors, and there wasn't anything really that was confirmed about it. And then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, you're getting ready to watch NFL Red Zone, and before the Kansas City game against Chicago, you see Travis Kelce, and that's Taylor Swift walking, back behind the scenes at Arrowhead Stadium. Like, holy cow! And now rumors that she's going to be in New York for the primetime game that they're going to play against the New York Jets. It's starting to not become about football anymore. It's how many Taylor Swift fans will buy the tickets just to try to see her in the skybox or something.
Too much coverage, man. I mean, it's been so funny. Like, I've screenshot some of the posts because people have been in the comments, but like, you know what? I actually miss the LeBron posts all the time.
Well, is it the LeBron post or is it the Dion post?
I was about to say there was another one that said you know what? I actually missed the Colorado post too, and somebody said like 15th. Travis Kelce post today or something in the comments. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift post today, and I was like, oh my god, here we are for real. It's really that bad though. It really is. Man, it's too much.
How did this all start, Drew? How did this all start? Well,
he was like, here, I want you to have my number, and it didn't work out, and then it did, and I don't even know.
You're right. I've got the official timeline here. So this goes all the way back to July the 8th. He went to the Eras tour when it stopped at Arrowhead on July the 8th. And so that was where basically the first time that he, had made his intentions of trying to at least give Swift his number had been, because he said that he put it on the friendship bracelet. He put his number on the friendship bracelet. He revealed that during the podcast he does with Jason Kelce called New Heights. That was July 26th is when he said that he had, tried to get Taylor Swift that friendship bracelet for her so that he could reach out. And Kelce had tried to get in on that trend as so many of her other fans did. He said, I quote, "I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for all of the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets that I made for her." He went on to explain that the bracelet he wanted to give her had his phone number on it, and his plan was not successful. She did not meet anybody or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took it personal. So that was July 26th. And then all of a sudden, this really, that was about the end of it until 2 weeks ago, Drew. You go back to September 14th, and he did an interview with Andrew Siciliano, and Travis somewhat addressed the rumors. He confirmed the story about trying to shoot his shot with Taylor Swift via the friendship bracelet, but that's as much as he would reveal. He said, quote, "I said what I said, and I meant what I said when I said it. And you know what? It is what it is." Oh, that's about the most non-answer answer I've ever heard in my life there, Drew. So he said later on down in the interview, he said, "I'm not going to talk about my personal life." He then teased listeners saying, "I know what you writers want to hear, and you want to hear more about that. I'm not going to give you anything." When Siciliano asked if Swift had reached out to him, Kelce responded, "And that's going to wrap it up here," thus ending the interview. Jason was asked about it as well during an interview. He said, quote, "I've seen these rumors. I can't comment." Then there was the game against the Jaguars on September 17th. Ian Eagle slipped in a few Taylor Swift lyric references as he called a play from Kelce. Kelce finds a blank space for the score. Oh, Lord. I mean, it's amazing how many of those you could come up with, and not that you and I would be tempted to do such a thing, I wouldn't think, right?
No, and man, I've always felt like they were promoting something this whole time. Well, not the whole time, but after a little while, after it became like a constant, like everyday post thing, like, okay, all right, what are we promoting here? We've already seen Kelce's, jersey sales go through the roof, 400% increase. And, I'm sure Swifties are buying up the tickets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I can't wait till it's over. So
Well,
I did like one thing that they did would put the camera on Jason Kelce and DeAndre Swift when they played in one of the recent games. I think it was Thursday Night Football last week.
Yeah.
Something. So
yeah. And that might be the better Kelce Swift pairing, according to the memes online, of course.
I mean, the Swift is helping out my fantasy team, so I believe it. I believe it.
So then it goes all the way back. So a week ago, when we started season 4 off, Kelce joined Pat McAfee's show, where he revealed that he had invited Taylor Swift to watch him play. Said, quote, "I threw the ball in her court. I told her, I said, I've seen you rock the stage in Arrowhead. You might have to come see me rock the stage in Arrowhead. We'll see what happens in the near future." He also had expressed his surprise at how much publicity their potential relationship had gotten. Quote, "It's hilarious how much traction this has actually got. I think it's right now, it's like that old game in school called telephone, where everybody's just whispering in each other's ear, just hearing some random stuff." Well, so that was Thursday. And then, as we all know, Taylor Swift showed up at Arrowhead on Sunday with Kelce. And so that kind of seemed to really confirm the rumors, especially when they were seen leaving the stadium together. So it's been something, Drew. It really has been kind of all of a sudden, just emerged by storm almost. And, after seeing the two connected, how many followers he gained on his socials, how many, Kelce's jersey sales went to number one in the NFL because Swiftie fans bought them all up. It's truly been something really interesting to see how this has caught on, what's the future, and even some conspiracy theories, Drew. I don't know if you saw there was a TikTok. I don't have the TikTok, but I saw a TikTok that was talking about, like, what is Taylor Swift's ultimate goal here, her end goal, because she's an Eagles fan, and she's going to break his heart like the week of the Super Bowl, because she's going to be performing the halftime show after she ghosted him, even though she's supposed to be in Japan. So it's really crazy. But the final thing I wanted to say is, I saw this morning. I don't know if you'd had a chance to see this just yet, but I found this pretty funny.
Taylor, if you're listening, sorry, Travis, break up with him. I got a bunch of good-looking single guys that play for the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh my God.
I got you.
So Mark Cuban is now advocating for Taylor Swift to join the media circus known as the Dallas Mavericks.
No, I actually did see this earlier.
Okay.
I was, if you couldn't tell, I had a Stephen A reaction as well. So
Yeah, I did too. I laughed because it's ludicrous, but I mean, Mark Cuban trying to keep his team in the news cycle.
His Mavericks players are already shooting their shot. You didn't see that Grant Williams interaction with Satu Sabli at one of the playoff games in the first round? He had the little screenshot of the phone in his hand. It had the open like new contact for somebody to put their number in. So his players are already trying to shoot their shot. He doesn't.
So
they don't help them. They're trying.
I was gonna say, yeah, they got game, Mark. You got to let them do what they're going to do.
Taylor, if you're looking for a Maverick, Grant Williams is single. It's one of those Mavericks he was referring to.
Said Luka's not. Don't be trying to get with Luka.
Stay away from our Luka. I don't think Kyrie's available either. Leave him alone.
I was gonna say I don't know. That's a good question on whether Kyrie's available or not. But that is BJ's best, Drew, and I hope the Swifties don't come after me. I didn't mean if I said anything negative, it was not intended to be anything negative about Taylor Swift or any of her fan base.
Man, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Okay, I'm not really.
I feel my age, Drew, all the time.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, especially nowadays.
We're taking naps before the show just to make sure we get everything.
Oh, all right. Okay, easy there.